What's going on, guys and gals? It's me, JT. We are back today with another video, and today we have a little bit of a review to go on for you guys and gals. If you guys and gals did not know, the official Yandere simulator demo was released on August 31st, and it detailed a lot of new things. You know, Osana was the first model added in, and there's been a lot of talks, especially on my channel, for recent past events that have occurred, you know, so I sort of wanted to give Yandere dev the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to try out this demo because you can't mock something without actually trying it out yourself. You can't say that it's crappy, you can't say that it's good without going out and personally putting your own experience in there. And since Yandere Simulator is a free game and this demo is widely available for everyone to go and download, I wanted to sit down for the next 2 days and play this game and try my best to develop an open-minded script, because as you guys and gals know, I have been one of those individuals that have reported on the drama that was occurring with Yandere dev. I no longer report on it, but I wanted to give an open mind review to his game and see if he has made adjustments over these past 6 years to make a decent game or to actually live up to the promises that he has made. So I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this review. If you do, hit that like and the subscribe button, and I want to know what you guys and gals think about the review and the demo yourselves. Have you played it? Do you think that it's good? Do you think that it's bad? I want to know that down below. Without further ado, let's get into the review. My initial thoughts hopping into the game is that Yandere dev has worked so well on creating a gripping intro that locked me into the basic beginnings of the game's story and really set the stage for me as the player. I began to understand the importance of needing to take down Osana, and it was clearly evident that she needed to be dealt with in some way, shape, or form. Dropping into the game itself, however, led me onto a very confusing and overwhelming path. As I hadn't played the game in over years and completely forgot all the basic mechanics that many would remember if they've been playing the development build, I decided to take this train of thought and run with it, viewing this experience not as a seasoned veteran, but as a new player trying to do their best to get rid of Osana and secure the bag with Senpai. However, the biggest flaw that I've seen so far with this demo is that there wasn't a strong way to know what exactly to do from the beginning, and I think it would have been personally better to have an introductory tutorial appear as I loaded onto the main plaza, with all the other students as well, giving me a voice guide that perhaps hinted at the many different options that I could choose from. Now, I know Yandere Simulator is a game dedicated to being a free roam, free choice Hitman style elimination game, but even in Hitman you had a clear understanding of what to fully do from the beginning, which is something that I just didn't sense at all from playing this demo. The only reason why I was able to plot my plan to take down Osana was because I had hit the enter button and had realized that there were task lists that could be used and set up specific ways of taking her down, which could either be done by brute force method or just degrading types of ways as well. I really wish that there was a lot more clarification of this task manager's existence in the beginning, because I felt like I was doing a lot but not exactly accomplishing anything, because the goal of that first day was either non-existent or questionable. Now, for the sake of this game, since it's already 91% complete in Yandere dev's eyes, I'm going to hope that there's a clearer explanation for the game's methods and tasks of eliminating your rivals, and that they will come when the final game arrives, or perhaps in future updates of this demo as well. Because I think it's important for many players to know what to do in a game like this, especially when it comes to having new players entirely. This is also important if you want to maintain and have multiple rivals that push to have the same end goal as Osana. So now that I've talked about my personal thoughts hopping into the game and my personal experiences pushing into the game, I sort of wanted to talk to you guys and gals about Osana, the whole limelight, the whole key point of this demo's existence. I wanted to sort of go over my method of getting rid of her and pushing the story so that we could get a little bit more information on Senpai as well. As for my choices in choosing what to do to defeat Osana, I went with more of a peaceful route that didn't push for killing as its end result. I tried to push to get Osana expelled over the weekend by planning to do my tasks from Monday to Friday, but I discovered my very first glitch with the game as I played through Monday's first task. I was tasked with the goal of getting Osana splashed with a bucket of water that would force her to go to the restroom and take a shower and change into new clothing. I was also tasked with stealing her cell phone as a way to use that cell phone to sabotage her image by leaking the quote-unquote panty shots that she had quote-unquote took. However, when it came to stealing the phone, I was given the phone prompt on the screen, and the phone looked as if it was actually taken by me. However, this wasn't confirmed in the checklist, and I was unable to proceed with the first task of that mission, and unfortunately had to restart my playthrough for the passive route. This annoyed me on many levels because I had to remember and set up all the routing for Osana and her little friend to make this all happen at the right time. The game tried to make light of the idea that I could lure Osana into any area and that I wanted to do that by giggling, but every time I giggled she would never stop and check out that area, and it was always other characters besides her that were being lured in. even with her being the only one within the hallways. This glitch really killed a big part of the experience since I had to set up all the next 4 days to get her officially suspended, so many people can understand why I had visible frustration when it came to this glitch occurring. This was not the only glitch that impacted gameplay, however. There was another glitch that had impacts on the way I took pictures of fellow students and obtained private shots of them to obtain my goals and unlock those goals from InfoChan. Without being able to take a proper image of these students, I found it even more difficult to proceed with my normal missions on a daily basis. This glitch existed throughout my entire playthrough, and it was impacting to the point to where it clipped my character model through whole walls and floors for a brief period of time. So that was really my biggest experience there. I was able to get to the end of the game and I was able to finish off and get Osana's mission done, and I got her out of the way. So I sort of wanted to talk about my final thoughts on this demo and sort of give my final idea of what this demo could be in the future and maybe some of the paths that Yandere devs should take to make this game a better thing. For a demo, I was saddened to be only impressed by the menuing and small tidbits of storytelling that existed within the game, and I was more than happy to have finally defeated Osana and completed the game, not only for the fact of actually winning, but for the fact that I was ready to leave and place all these inconsistencies behind me and move on to a better placement of my time. I'm certain that Alex, Yandere dev, wanted this demo to be the best release of Yandere Simulator, but from my point of view, I'm seeing as many inconsistencies as I've seen with the non-demo test builds as well, that need to be addressed and reshaped in order to bring in the audience and make them feel like this is a true immersive experience. I like what he's done so far with the story. Some would be surprised that I think that, but the story elements in Yandere Simulator are the best parts in terms of quality, animation, and lore when it comes down to it. But the gameplay has to make up for that other 50%, and so far it isn't here. I really hope that he's watching this video and that he can take into mind some of the thoughts that I've displayed and push them into the final build. And guys and gals, that's really all for today's video. That is all for the review of Yandere Simulator. Again, if you're watching this, Yandere dev, and if the community is watching this as well, I really tried my best to give this game an open-minded opinion. I really tried to go in and come in with an open mindset that this game wouldn't be riddled with bugs and that there wouldn't be that many performance drops as there were. But at the end of the day, there were a lot of performance drops where my game would barely hit above 60, and then times where it did, it was because there were little to no models around or I was outside of the game. I really wish to see these fixed, and I hope that this is changed when the full game has released, because I want to have confidence for this game. I want to have a lot of confidence in Yandere dev, and I know that being a developer with all the things that's going on right now when you're getting hit from all angles is not an easy thing to go through, and I really hope that he can turn this game around and he can make it something even better. Pull a No Man's Sky and actually like push super duper hard for this game to be something that many people remember. But yeah, that's going to be all for this video today. Let me know what you think about this review down below again, and if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Without a further ado, peace out.